Remember way back when, back in 2001, back in the day when shooters were only on the PC, co-op in a first-person shooter was non-existent? Oh, the good old days. How that Halo has ruined everything. But seriously, guys, those are some really key points that the original Halo brought to the gaming community. In fact, we probably wouldn't have the first-person shooters on the consoles like we do today without the original Halo. But this is stuff we already know. So I'm not going to go ahead and cover ground that we already know. So I'm not going to cover the story, I'm not going to cover the gameplay. So I'm going to go ahead and cover Halo Combat Evolved, the Anniversary Edition, just for its unique points. I'm going to start off with the single player. The single player campaign, which I loved and played many times over with a lot of my friends, thankfully has been unchanged. They did not go ahead and add anything. They didn't, to be honest, they really didn't do anything to the game itself at all. It is the exact same game that we remember from way back when. The only two real differences are they went ahead and redone the graphics and they went ahead and redid the music, the score. So let's go ahead and delve into the graphics of Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary. Well, it looks like 343 Studios went ahead and used the Halo Reach engine. One of the things right off the bat that you'll notice that leads to that conclusion is that the control scheme is laid out exactly like Halo Reach. This also makes for an easy transition for anybody who's been playing the Halo series. Obviously, everything's going to feel just like it does, you know, now, if you're still playing Reach or if you've played it recently. The downside to that is, if you're a purist and you wanted an exact replication of the original game, obviously that's going to be slightly different. Not a big deal for most people, but maybe to somebody it is. Alright, so back on track with the graphics. The graphics look pretty good. I mean, they look way better than the original Halos. And you can tell that just by hitting the back button on the controller, and you can easily see that. The lighting is actually probably the greatest benefit to the graphic increase. On the original Xbox, it was limited by DirectX 8.1, whereas the Xbox 360 is capable of a modified DirectX 9/10. To be honest, nobody really knows how advanced it really is. But the ambient lighting that you see in the Anniversary Edition was not possible 10 years ago. I found this made it easier to see in very high contrast lighted areas, where you have very dark here and very bright over here. It made things much easier to see. Overall, with the graphics though, they look great. To be honest with you, I still personally believe they should have waited for one more generation before they did a remake, because the graphics do look a lot better. But they don't look a lot better than anything that's currently out there today. In fact, it's pretty much on par with any top-tier game that's out today. Which is good, and that's what we were expecting. But I would have hoped that they would have tried to push the boundary a little bit. Maybe taken a page out of Crytek's book. Alright, so now on to the music. For the most part, it's the same music that we all know and love from the original Halo game. They just redid it, they added some stuff to it. But overall, the music is redone. It was redone very well. I just don't think that it needed to be redone. There were no enhancements to be made. You cannot make a perfect song better. You can only make it worse. This is not a choice that I would have made if I was in charge of this project. Now on to the multiplayer. Well, this is going to be one of the most disappointing parts of the game. The multiplayer, for the most part, is basically just a map pack for Halo Reach. It plays exactly like Halo Reach. In fact, you can integrate it right into Halo Reach by downloading the maps onto your hard drive and then throwing in your Halo Reach disc. So this really feels more like ODST when that came out, where they focused solely on the campaign and really didn't do anything with the multiplayer. In this case, at least, they went ahead and recreated some of the original Halo maps, so that's pretty cool. Personally, the original Halo to me was not a multiplayer game. It was not designed to be the big competitive multiplayer. A lot of people did that. A lot of people did System Link. But way back when, in 2001, competitive multiplayer, I was an Unreal Tournament guy. You had Quake 3, there was Counter-Strike. PC gaming was where competitive multiplayer was. So the original Halo multiplayer really didn't do anything for me at all. But to those of you out there who it really did, this is going to be a pretty big disappointment to you guys. Overall, the Anniversary Edition of Halo Combat Evolved, they did a good job with it. It's fun. It's the same great game. It's still fun. The AI is still good. The campaign is fantastic. Like I said, if you're getting this for the multiplayer, I would probably not recommend this game for you. For people that love the co-op and the campaign, this game is definitely for you guys. Me personally, I don't know about you guys, but I moved over the last 10 years, and a lot of my friends have as well. So the addition of Xbox Live support to play the campaign with my friends anywhere in the world is probably the biggest factor to get this game. This is obviously a nostalgic game. This is not meant to be something new or revolutionary. If you don't have strong ties to the original Halo campaign, you're probably not going to find that this is worth the $39.99. However, if you loved the original Halo campaign, this game is totally worth it. Go to www.gamersarmada.com and check out my full written review. Go ahead and shoot any questions my way if you have any questions about the game at all. And hope you guys enjoyed as much as I have.